I'm just acting Chicallywood.
Humbly saying, creating my own lane. Like, I don't think anybody, hell, I didn't see myself being where I'm at right now. Having as many movies that I have, like, and I'm only getting better, and I'm only going to get seen by more people as I go, you know what I mean? So it's just like, that's an amazing feeling. I don't like how people be like, yeah, so-and-so got it out the mud. That's exactly how I feel. Yeah. Like, people don't know my story or the losses I took. Like, I had so many reasons to just be like, look at this.
Yeah, yeah.
What? First of all, I am a graduate from college. I graduated from Eastern Illinois University. Nice. I should be a dietitian in somebody's practice or running my own practice somewhere. However, life be lifing, you know? And in that, I found that I feel like the greatest thing you can ever do is do something that you love. Find something that you love and try to turn that into profit. I had no idea where we were going as a society because now it's that much more easier for that to even exist because of content creation. Yeah. A lot of people don't want to see that as a job. And that goes back to that Tubi actor and that real actor thing. Like, that's like saying, that's the same people who like to separate that and like try to demean people who have movies on Tubi are the same people that look at content creation as not a job. When I know people that's been content creating for the last 2 years, since 2019, that have been making at minimum $10,000 a month, just from being themselves on camera and going live every day, 2 and 3 times a day, you know? Yeah. Like, ain't no reason for there to be no homeless people in 2025 because people want to see your content. People want to see rawness. It's a job. Yeah. It is a job. So we have to respect what's happening. Like, and the most important thing I can say to that, and I had to say this to somebody just recently, what we are witnessing or what we have witnessed as a result of this Tubi wave is disruptive innovation. And it happens in every industry. Yeah. Money. Cash App was the disruptive innovation for the way money worked out. I mean, how money flow goes, right? Yep. Rest in peace to the guy who created that. That's another story. But, but disruptive innovation is what it is, And then because it happened, now Tubi is owned by Fox. Yeah. You know what I mean? One of the top streaming networks in the world. Man. So, I say for anybody that want to get into acting, follow the protocol, get the experience, study, and have a game plan. Make sure at least by your second year, you have a solid game plan and network. There's some great people out here. There's a guy in Chicago. I wish I knew him more before he left. His name is William Jefferson. Especially if you're in Chicago and you're listening to me, if you need somewhere to start, call Will Jefferson. I promise you, he gonna put you exactly where you need to be. Meeting the right people, especially if you're looking for an agent. He's going to be able to find you an agent, and you'll get your workload. You know. So, man,
you got a lot of gems, man, and it's so dope because your life is just like this. It's like this unique aspect of just like a lot of people that are, man, I relate to her. I could definitely, man, I didn't think I could do it, but now hearing your story is so dope, especially like you said, got it out the mud. Yeah. Because a lot of people, and here's the thing, and this is the thing, I don't like when people do that whole thing of downplaying, like saying the Tubi actors, and because I remember being when I was starting to rap and starting to get out there, it was called the Soundcloud rappers, and all this other stuff, and that's what I think what people do when they can't quantify how to explain something that's dope and unique. But it's like, here's the thing, coming from where we come from, right? You make it. First of all, you got to live. You got to figure out how to survive. Second of all, you got to figure out how, once you survive, how to basically kind of transition into basically an easy mental state. And then now you figure out a way to start bringing in some money based off of what you love to do. Yeah. It's like, man, you can classify however you want it, but it's like that person's winning. Yeah. So it's like, who are you to basically sit up there and basically downplay somebody when that person, you don't know their struggle. Like, you don't know. The fact of the matter is, like, they couldn't figure out what they were going to eat, how they was going to get some money, how they was going to basically take care of their kids, whatever. And then the fact that they are on a Tubi movie or whatever the case may be, and they got some bread or whatever the case, I'm pretty sure they can care less about all the negative connotations that come with that.
Exactly. I'll say this: if you are an aspiring actor, and you're looking for money, you're probably in the wrong lane. Ain't no money. I mean, especially in my lane, let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky if I can.
Talk to me.
There are actors in my lane, which is where they quote unquote call Tubi actors, but I don't reference myself as that. But I have actors that have most of their work on every streaming site, but your Netflix and at the Hollywood theaters. You know, those actors are making great money. The same thing like a content creator can make $10,000. I know an actress right now, she wants $10K to be seen in your movie.
Just to be seen.
Be seen in your movie. It was bizarre. I thought that, I was like, oh Lord, she about to blacklist herself, talking about 10,000. But no, she had to check me. And shout out to her, Makiva. She got me together. She said, before I came into this business, I was the brand. Makiva was the brand with 4 million followers. So if I tell somebody to go buy the newest pickle, she didn't say that, this is just me giving an example, the newest pickle that's coming out, this new sour pickle that ain't nobody had, everybody is going to be like, oh, Makiva said, so guess what, I'm finna go buy. It's called brand power.
Yes.
So somebody like her has every right to ask for whatever it is that they want, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't have the clout. I don't have that, you know? So I have to, there we go. Very much so. So I have to build that for myself. So I can't walk into no rooms and be like, yo, I act better than her, you know, what? People look at me like, well, who cares? In this business. Yeah. It's just what it is, you know? This is a numbers business. That's the difference between independent and Hollywood. Hollywood is talent and marketability, and a lot of that comes from having the dopest agencies behind you, and they're packaging you up to be marketable. You know what I mean? But in this lane, if you don't market yourself like that, you don't have them type of advantages. So. And
real quick, do you, for an actress that's trying to get into this, do you reach out to the agencies or do they reach out to you, or is it a two-way street sometimes?
Well, I don't have an agent, so I, in the beginning, would reach out to directors.
Okay.
I reached out to directors. I was in the inbox every chance I get.
So you're doing the footwork, you hitting them up like, yo, you're not waiting for them to come to you, like, yeah, come on. You know, you out there.
No. If they had something in their stories that was a movie release, oh man, that was dope, I can't wait to watch a movie. Or they post something on their page with like the trailer. Oh, the trailer looks dope, I'm finna check it out. You know, I can't wait till it drops, you know. And so people see your name consistently after a while. Just think about people who consistently comment on your stuff. Eventually you might not know that person, but you might remember that name. I just met somebody 2 days ago where they told me they Facebook name. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I met my 7-year Facebook friend today. You know? So
that's super dope, man. And it's funny because like coming back full circle, because I remember when I first met you, you know, I was like still on this, like I'm trying to figure it out, right? So I didn't even know exactly the dynamics of how to thoroughly vet and audition and everything like that. So it was like dope to see now that I'm kind of doing my thing and you're doing your thing. It's like now I'm at a level of confidence to where it's like, yo, I got something for you. Let's see how we can work this out. You know what I mean?
I started with yours. Remember, I didn't know, I wasn't a real actor.
Man.
I was just trying to be.
Yeah.
Because that one director reached out to me as a stand-in and was like, I want to work with you. And now I had a little work to show, you know? So I was marketing it to whoever would accept me for an audition to come in.
And it's dope.
I didn't have that confidence.
And it's dope because I actually did that with somebody recently in my film where I happened to see that they was getting it popping on. They had a YouTube video go viral for like, they wasn't even trying to make it go viral. And next thing you know, it was just like they started being in a situation to where they getting all these hits and views. But as I interacted with them, I was like, yo, you kind of got like star quality. And they was looking at me like, what that mean? And I said, have you ever acted? And they were just looking like, in what way? I was just like, in film, anything like that? And that turned into, I said, look, I want to give you an opportunity. And he know who it is. Shout out to Mike, man. You already know what it is, man. So I put him in my film, In a World. You know, that's going to be coming out soon. But anyway, I put him in there.
Michael Hamilton?
Nah, he's somebody, like, he has nothing to do with film at all. Mike Robinson, that's his name. But he has, like, he's just one of the guys, like, I met him at a gym, like I said, but I saw he had a video that went viral. And to put context to it, it's a video that went viral because it was an old lady that was coming to his house, and his doorbell captured it. and she was mad because she wanted him to turn his lights off or something like that. And she was so mean. And you would thought that he was about to be so mean back to her, but he was like, hey, all right, tell you what, I'm gonna turn them off for tonight. But here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with you? Like, you know, like, are you lonely? Like, you wanna sit down and drink some wine? Like, and then the older lady, she started kind of like a little bit crying, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean and all this stuff. And because he showed so much compassion, you know what I'm saying? He didn't snap on her. The video went viral, got all over the news and everything like that. So when I ran into him at the gym, I was like, yo, what's up, bro? You do it in video and this, that. But his personality and his charisma, I was like, dude, you could possibly, I think you could do this. And that's the one thing as being a director, to be able to look at individuals and be able to say, yo, it's almost like a psychological test, and be able to be a therapist a little bit, because I'm able to sit back and say, yep, you'll be good for this. And sure enough, he was, man. So when it comes out, I hope you guys see it. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, because it's going to be this nice ass Jeep that's in this movie. So y'all going to see it. So yeah.
A lot of my opportunities come from that. Like someone seeing me as, like I like to reference, as their muse.
I'm just acting Chicallywood.